So we boarded our plane. I think it's about a 2-hour flight.
Yeah,
Right?
2 hours. Yeah.
And I stole the window seat.
Guys, we have made it to the American Airlines Chicago airport and we are so excited, so much excited, traveling for the first time, and this will be our first travel together after over a year.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
We are super excited because we are traveling to nowhere else other than Washington DC to meet our aunt, and this will be the first time again that Kari will be meeting in person my family members. आपको मैं बता नहीं सकता कितनी खुशी है मुझे. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I've met one family member that just visited, but that's been it so far.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to get going. Get on the flight. We've got our American Airlines check-in behind us.
I'm just nervous because you know, for work I used to travel Monday through Thursday, but now I'm nervous. I don't know what procedures have changed. We'll go find out and take you along the journey. Let's go.
We went through the priority check-in, we're all checked in, and it's always the freakiest thing for me because I get so flustered having to take everything off, my shoes, my jacket, everything. But now we're on our way to go find some breakfast, and we'll show you what we find.
Invited me and Kari. We'll probably say hi. So drop us a comment and tell us what you want us to convey to him. बाकी सब तो ठीक है देश में. हमारी परिस्थिति भी ठीक है. इंडिया यूएस कनेक्शन भी ठीक है. But do let us know अगर और कुछ मैसेज देना है जो बाइडन को. व्हाइट हाउस जाएंगे, तो एक खाना वाना खाएंगे बाइडन के साथ. बताना हमें.
And we're going to take the Silver Line into Washington DC and go check out some of the cool stuff that they've got to offer there. Right now we're just about to go down the escalator and we'll take you with us. Like we were saying, I haven't been to DC before, but all the monuments have been something I've wanted to see for a really long time. So I think it's pretty cool that we get to take you guys on this journey with us at like the big reveal of my reaction getting to see Washington DC for the first time.
Namaste, dosto. Welcome to Kari's channel.
Alright guys, so we're at the Lincoln Memorial and this is our friend too. She actually lives here in Virginia, right?
I do. I just moved.
How long ago?
Oh gosh, 11 months. Which is in a pandemic, like a month.
But I'm sure it felt like forever.
It's years and years.
And she works with DJ, so give us some insight to what it's like.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, so I was on a project with DJ, and then we haven't been on a project together in a couple of months, and I miss him so much.
So people like him. I don't know
So
why.
much more organized and fun working with DJ.
Oh, good.
Because we work hard and play hard, cut up and make fun of each other, and it just makes the work that much better.
Well, I guess the consensus seems to be that everybody likes working with DJ, from boss to partners, so I'm pretty happy with that because I particularly like you. So we're starting off today's tour at the Lincoln Memorial, which we just Googled and found out the whole building is 99 feet tall, and that's about all the facts I have for you today.
Which is one more than I have.
So we're gonna move on to the next thing, which will be the reflection pool. That's what it's called, right?
I think so.
Okay. Representing the states and territories, and then one for the Pacific Ocean and one for the Atlantic Ocean. And they have something called the Freedom Wall. Sherilyn knows a little bit more about than I do.
Right. So it's a wall of over 4,000 stars, and each of the stars represents 100 people that died. And this is also the most recent memorial to open on the hill as well. All right, so one interesting fact about the World War II monument is that it's lower, so that you have a straight line of sight from the Lincoln Memorial to the Washington Monument.
Which is where we're going next. Washington Monument, which is the tallest monumental column in the world. Depending on who you ask and how it's measured, it can be 554 feet-ish to 555 feet-ish. Like my ishes?
I do like your issues. The original elevator ride to the top took 20 minutes, but since our earthquake in 2011, you can't go in it anymore. I'm sad.
Guess where we are? So, fun facts about the White House. Very little of the actual White House remains to this day. There were 2 fires that took a lot of it out, and President Washington never actually lived in the White House, which spans an amazing 55,000 square feet.
Okay, so right behind me you can see the US State Capitol building. So a little bit history about the US Capitol building. Now the US Capitol building is where most of the magic happens, meaning all the bills that are introduced gets translated into actual laws. So the actual building is divided into 2 houses. One is the actual House of Representatives and the other one is the Senate building. The framers of the Constitution were smart enough to actually say we'll have equal representation from all the states regardless of the size of the state. So they'll have 2 senators from each state, so there'll be a total of 100 senators in the Senate, and then there'll be actually 1 representative from each district in the House. Now a bill is introduced in the House first, then a committee or a chair sits to assess the bill, the validity of the bill and the effect of the bill, and once it has assessed, it then passes through a vote at the House, and with a simple majority, if it's passed, then it goes to the Senate, and then the Senate gets to decide if that bill should be then passed on to the President of the United States to give a vote of approval. Once it passes through the Senate, then obviously the current or the then President of the United States gives a vote of sign, of approval or denial. That's how a bill actually becomes a law. Now that you've learned the legislative process of the US Capitol, let me tell you about the infamous 6th of January Capitol riots that happened. That's why you see after that event all the barricades behind me. Otherwise, previously you were allowed to enter, go up the steps of the Capitol building and have a nice time out there, just take nice pictures. But now we have to unfortunately shoot from a far off distance. Goes to show like what impact an event like that can have. But again, just happy to be out here showing you guys around.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us on our journey through DC today. We hope you enjoyed our co-host Sherilyn here as much as we did.
Yes, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.